Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Floppy Knights, where today apparently we're defeating a lava giant. That's the world we're living in now. This one is called a bossy puzzle. I have seen one of these single turn puzzle levels. So to defeat a lava giant, we have to defeat all 8 of its fingers. Obviously, pretty low HP here. That's not going to be the problem. It's just that 8 is a lot of targets to clear in a single turn. Hey Alex, you're always saying you're the smartest, so I've made some of my hardest battles just a little harder. But they should still be easy enough for you, right? To win this challenge, you know, just defeat an entire lava giant in one turn. No big deal. Oh cool, we start way back here. I'm assuming I will want to be in this space in front of the bridge. So we have 5 energy and a custom deck. Oh boy. Well, I mean, it feels like there's absolutely no reason not to play the Sunshine. Okay. I'm not allowed to... Can I target my queen with this? I'm assuming no. Yeah, okay. We could play a Troublemaker. Troublemaker gives you a card that deals 1 damage. It just does 1 damage to a friendly unit. But the backside, Motivate, I believe is... It's like either a lot of movement for 1 cost, or it's a normal amount of movement, but for 0 cost. Like, it's a good card. The cost is really the instigate. It's a little terrifying, obviously, especially since they have set our queen to 1 HP for this battle. Well, we should definitely do this. Each time a friendly unit takes damage this turn, gain an energy and draw a card. Feels like there's absolutely no reason not to do that. So I remember this map. This button will extend that bridge, but obviously it doesn't really help us very much to get control of that. I gotta be honest with you, I don't see how we're gonna do this. So I have to hit you. And I actually can't kill you in 1 attack. You are actually allowed to cross lava, but it costs health. And obviously we are not in a position to do that here. Yeah, I mean, we could do a lot of moving. 2 copies of a deployed unit. This just makes the other growth formula free. Okay, upgrading Dramatic Dash is something. But there's no way for me to, Alright, sorry. I was going to say there's no way for me to take damage, so we can't use Pain and Gain to draw a card. But we can play the Troublemaker and use Instigate to damage the Troublemaker, and that will gain us cards. I think this is almost certainly part of the solution, but I guess let's go ahead and do this part, since it is obvious that we are going to have to do this. So deal 1 damage to you. Oh, Motivate totally does not do what I remember it doing. But in any case, that drew us a card via Pain and Gain. That card is a Volatile Slime. So we could more power ourselves another Troublemaker, and then play the Troublemaker to get another Instigate. But that's not actually better than playing Motivate, right? That would cost us 2. So we may as well just play the Motivate on the Queen, because the bonus attack and speed, I'm sure, is going to be meaningful. And then Instigate on him again to gain an energy and a card. At this point, I think we growth formula, the Dramatic Dash. Ah, see. But if we had done it the other way, a thing I was not thinking about was that having an extra unit on the table is valuable. both for eco-terror purposes and for the queen's attack. Gosh, this is such a difficult level. We have to get so much done here. All right. Let's see if we can make it through, even though I did this probably incorrectly. So I think we're going to have to growth formula. Growth formula is going to, it costs 1, but it's going to save us energy very quickly on the move, right? Growth formula, the artillery slime, which we then play to get Eco Terror Plus, because Eco Terror Plus is bananas, but also just to get another unit on the table. And we can more power you. I don't know. Yeah, the thing is we are absolutely just running out of energy here. Okay. I need to make it this far because we do have to kill this thing so that we can cross the bridge. But then this puts us... Yeah, we're just kind of out of gas, right? Like, we have another move and then nothing. If we'd had one extra unit on the table, what, we'd be like 3 tiles further in here? Yeah, it's still not anywhere close to a victory. I could definitely like noodle this out. I gotta be honest with you, I don't know that I think this is maybe the most interesting thing to do on camera though. But so you know, there are some of these like puzzle levels in the game. What else do we have here? Hide and sneak. This is like different versions of the some of the boss fights in the game, basically. All right, let's try this. Find and destroy all of the fog tree's roots. Like she said, more difficult versions of her most difficult levels. I think that this is supposed to be a take on the normal challenge levels, which are administered to Phoebe by Alex. All right, find and destroy all of the fog tree's roots. So, this is a fog tree root. They're just out there in the fog, obviously, hard to see. We have a concoctor, which is not a bad commander. I do like concoctor. Okay, Quiver Kid gives us this press the attack card. Press the attack costs 1 and lets you do an attack, and then it creates a card that lets you do an attack for 0. So Quiver Kid gives you a lot of offense. I don't know what Manual does off the top of my head. I definitely did play with the Teen Spirit at some point, but it was a while ago. I'm gonna try to just move up here. Okay, that's kind of what I figured, is we'd run into an enemy. Let's move you to a position. Oh, right, I can't attack that guy. All right, well. You have 3 attack. The Quiver Kid has 2 attack. All right. Okay, so this is very much like press the attack. I'm gonna move the Quiver Kid up to here just to give us vision of this dude. Take our first normal attack plus. No, plus we will run out of. All right, that's fine. Do a little bit of mad science. Ooh, total chaos is pretty good. So matter science will get me the ability to press the attack, which will then give me the free attack here. And then I think we want to just go ahead and tuck you into a forest for safety. And we may as well commit a combat slime. Actually, do I have... No, we do not have a slime upgrade card, so yeah, no reason not to play this version of the combat slime. And enemies are doing stuff out there somewhere in the fog. We have a pretty small number of spawners here, but not zero, so just keep an eye on that. Oh, hey. These things have about 10 million move. Alright, just the 2 spawners to worry about. So I'm assuming there's going to be a very large number of enemies to start with, and the amount of time for which it has been their turn certainly would seem to support that idea. But if we can get the initial flood of them under control, we should be okay. So kick and hop are pretty okay. Uproot feels like a thing that you maybe want to hold on to until you have a better opportunity for it. So there is a defended space here from which we could launch more attacks. I'm hoping that it will turn out not to have enemies in it. Okay, there's a bird right through there. That's fine. Let's start working on these. I see no reason not to add a plant here. So you only have 2 attack. All right. Let's take our free hop. Okay, 2 times damage from all other attacks this turn. We're going to have to hit him again with the slime anyway, though. So I may as well just spend the kick now, right? There we go. Okay. Do I want you to just sort of check what's going on over there? Probably. Okay, that's good to know. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and uproot one of these moves, just try to draw some damage. I mean, that certainly is damage. Rally's not a bad card, but it's not super relevant right now. Shall I just plan X? Yeah, you're going to do lethal damage. I don't have to plan X. I could just move away. Because remember, they won't attack unless they could see you at the beginning of their move. And then moving over to see us, he'll block the only space adjacent to us that the enemies can reach. Let's hope that doesn't turn out to be wrong. It does seem like there's an awfully large number of enemies to get through, so maybe I should be aggressively blowing them up whenever possible, but I don't know. Ow. Okay, that thing can't quite make it over here to punish me. There's a second one behind it, it sounds like. Alright. Pretty ugly. So volley fire is really good. Honestly, this deck they've given us, it's a little weird, but it doesn't seem bad. So peer pressure would be sufficient to just blow that ghost up. We also have 1,000 cuts. So we have a lot of attacks this turn if we want them. And we do, obviously. Sorry, let me clarify here. I'm gonna open with this. Yep. Did I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I did cost us one there. Didn't actually do the math correctly. Okay. We're just gonna take out some of these enemies real fast. You're in kind of an awkward spot, actually. Because cut rounds up, the 2 damage, 3 damage difference between these two is actually really significant right now. I do want to be a little careful how I use this. So that should get you properly poisoned, and then we give you the real attack for a kill. Wait, why did that... Oh, right, because, yeah, it's not a kill. He has to actually get dropped to 0 first. It's not enough to hit him twice. In my head, I guess I had reduced that to hit them twice, because that's usually what we end up doing. Alright, who's going to kill this dude? We're going to have to spend some movement to kill this dude. I could just move you back. And that's not terrible. Alright, I think I'm going to burn out this fog tree root. Just going to clean up our first objective here. And then maybe what we do is sweet move and volley fire with the rest of our energy, right? Or we could just do the volley fire, use an after effect and a move so that we maintain some energy for future turns. But the thing is, we don't know how many moves it's actually going to be valuable for us to use. I'm gonna go ahead and play sweet move. Okay. So I am going to step you out into the open, have you do that. Then we're going to play volley fire. All right, what was I thinking? That was silly. I needed to clear more space in my hand. Yeah, we needed to execute way more moves. Okay, wow, good to know. Terrifying. Don't leave that space available. You don't leave that space available. So it was 3 enemies that don't have ranged attacks, right? The thing is, we could just move back in and cut plus. I should have attacked. I backed up too quickly because I panicked. I'm playing badly. Yeah, I could absolutely have spent his normal attack plus that cut. All right, let's see what they elect to do with their somewhat limited movement here. Okay, that's totally fine. That is an acceptable death. And here come more spawns. Great. All right, I don't know if this is a turn where we actually need mass migration. You do 2 damage. That's really awkward. All right. Total chaos for sure. Show me some cards. What is going to be the best way to do this? I mean, we do want to spend the shred, right? And we can manual you up to here. Use your area attack. There we go. That's pretty good, I think. So here's the garbage card we got when our unit died. Just spending it once gets it out of the deck, which is useful, obviously. So we know there's a spinner over here. We don't really have any idea where else the routes might be. I believe when I did this level for the story, there were 4 of them in total. I'm gonna After Effect because we want to get that established, right? So even with Mad as Science, you wouldn't do enough damage to kill. So I guess we'll just use Kick because it'll push you a tile away so that you don't get to counterattack for free. And then it's probably worth establishing my other Teen Spirit over playing the waste card just to clear it. I think so. I think I'm going to do that. And I kind of like the way, like, obviously in any deck builder, you are strongly incentivized to make your deck as small and efficient and, most importantly, reliable as possible. I like the way that, but like, it's still interesting to play with a deck that is kind of like big and weird. It's just that the player incentives are such that a player would never choose to do that to themselves. So I really like the fact that playing your creatures adds a bunch of weird cards to your deck. So even if you are deck building in the way that you are mechanically incentivized to do, you still do get some of that weirdness. I think it's a really good design. I sure wish I had Plan X right now, I'll tell you that. So probably 1 or 2,000 cuts here, or 1,000 cuts, sorry, that's the number of cuts there are. Let's burn the waste card. You have to assume there's an enemy nearby, right? Something spawned there, but then didn't quite get into the light. So I'm assuming it's approaching. We know this is the thing that spawned from that point. There's a ranged attacking enemy here. Alright, I'm going to spend 1 more card here. Just to give us a little bit of room in our hand. Okay. And then there's a very good reason, I think, to leave this card as Sweet Move if you can, because it is actually very difficult to use 1,000 Cuts without having a bunch of moves first sometimes. So I think that's sort of what I'm doing here. Is we're gonna move in this direction. Oh, cool! That's like a really high health enemy over there. Well, we will definitely burn this thing down. My hope was that we'd be able to get to this space, have some sense of what's over here, and also kill that thing with cuts. This is not exactly how I intended it to go. But we've set that card to its more useful starting state, I think, which is gonna cost you a little bit, no matter how you do it. Okay, that is probably the spawn from up north. We know that there's another cauldron over here. Oh, hey. Hi. Gosh, this would be a really good turn to have 1,000 cuts since we have all these enemies grouped up on top of our slime here. Well, yeah, I really wish we had slightly different cards. So we can slosh our way through half of the HP pool of, or most of the HP pool of the one enemy and all of the HP pool of the other enemy. Grab ourselves a decent shred to finish the job here. Okay, so there is, that ghost is coming this way. Standing next to the fog tree root, I believe, will reveal us. Which is why I didn't end the turn there. You're just going to want to fall back for the moment. We're going to want to get away from this. I filled up all the spaces next to the rocks to try to prevent their mean ghosts from moving in on us too much. But now that we know about the cauldron guy they have over here, we definitely want to be very cautious about that. So who wants to end up where? How much damage do you do? 2? I actually can't get you into position to deal damage to that bird. Yeah, I am going to skate this guy up and deal half damage just to keep this thing's attention. Now they know about that. We'll see how they respond. I feel like, honestly, we are past the sort of the initial dangerous blast of enemies. Okay, you don't quite have 1, 2, 3. So all units gain 1 speed this turn, would save us 1 move immediately. It's probably worth it. This is a turn where mass migration is probably worthwhile. Let's throw that out. We know we're going to do that. Right, I should have led with that. I forgot that the slosh applies slime attack even if the unit's normal attack doesn't. Right, what was it that spawned here? Yeah, I was gonna play an exit. Okay, and we could cycle through Mad Science a little bit and end up drawing a card. Right, we play Maddest Science. I don't know, the card that this boosts into costs 1 though, doesn't it? And then after that, it goes back to the free forms. So I think that's going to have to be good enough. This gives us the opportunity to block this spawner though, while we sort of take control of this region of the board, which I think is a high value play for us. Seems like the enemy is going to run out of ability to apply pressure pretty swiftly here. Okay, well, total chaos, first and foremost. We don't have to use the slosh for this, so we probably shouldn't. You naturally do slime attack, which means that's a kill. Interesting. Is this a good turn for Sweet Move? Probably yes. Actually, definitely yes. Let's start with an after effect. Basically, I'm just getting a card out of my hand right now. Give us a little bit more ability to make sweet moves. Alright. So we're going to play Sweet Move. We're not going to get the full complement of moves, so we're going to get a bunch. We're going to play a bunch of them, and then we're going to play 1,000 cuts after we have positioned units. There's absolutely no reason that you shouldn't grab that. You can stand here, which will give you the ability to attack the tree roots a ton. And then we want to spend all 3 of these so that we have room for as many cuts as possible. And I don't think it's worth Plan Xing anything just to get an extra cut in hand. Yep, this will buy me the end of this thing. Okay. That was a pretty excellent showing from Total Chaos, in my opinion. Drawing us into the 1,000 cuts at exactly that moment was pretty good. So remember, this guy is out in the open. Any mobile enemies are going to be drawn directly to him. That's upsides and downsides. Things are going to keep walking into this trap, I hope. Because these two together shell out 6 damage for free to whatever wanders into them, and that I think is going to continue to be great over and over again. I probably shouldn't be scouting with the cauldron, but what is the actual move difference? Yeah, it is a whole point, and he has the lead. Hard to feel like that's not the right thing to do. Okay, we knew there was an enemy around here somewhere. So, do we have enough movement? Yes, we have just enough movement. Put you here. Put you there. Open up with the slime attack. And then just do lethal. And throw down another volatile slime. You can never have enough volatile slimes. Except that at some point your deck is so full of Plan X's that you have the possibility of drawing a truly dreadful hand. So my guess is we're going to find another one of the fog tree roots up here in this area, and then the last one will be like on this little island. This is definitely a turn where we're running a lot. I don't know if mass migration is going to end up being... Well, you know, we have a pretty limited number of attack cards at our disposal here. I am going to go ahead and do that. Okay, good to know. And it does take the effect of the poison. That's excellent news. Alright, we'll just manual you up to here. There we go. Got ourselves one more attack. Do we want to scoop anybody up to replay them? I honestly don't think so. I guess you. Yeah, you know what? I am going to checkpoint you back up. We don't get to replay him right now, so he's just going to go back into the deck. But I don't think he's accomplishing very much there. And the next turn that we draw Quiver Kid, we'll get that press the attack off, and that'll be good news. Ow! That's really annoying because he is now standing on the space. Are we going to want to Total Chaos this turn? I actually don't know. We probably only have one more Fog Tree root left, so my feeling is... let's just go find it and kill it right now. Yeah, you're you're capable of just handling this on your own. Step up to here, hit you once. Not gonna play the cuts just yet, because we want to make sure we have more room in our hand first. No, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not up here. Never mind. There it is. Oh, no, I don't want to slosh, because we do want to play cuts. So what we need to do is just spend all of the steps out of our hand. I mean, I don't have to spend all of them, obviously. But I am going to play all my zero cost cards just because it'll feel good to draw that many copies of cut. And maybe it will turn out that there are, in fact, more tree roots left. I guess we'll see. The thing about 1000 cuts is that it is really a tremendously unfair card. If you get it flipped so that it is sweet moves first when you draw it, and then just make sure that you are playing both sides of it every time you draw it so it stays in the sweet moves form, it really is. It's going to solve every problem you can possibly have. Unit loses all armor, gains +1 attack this turn for each armor removed. Okay. Yeah, I could see that being a useful card. The kind of thing you might want in your deck for challenge levels. Just give you the ability to completely blow up a target in one turn. Defeat Felix by destroying his giant drill in 12 turns or less. This is a tough... Watching me play through this bit is going to show you a lot of the boss fights in the game. So, you know, I hope, if you are worried about spoilers, that you have already purchased the game and have completed these fights. So here's our giant drill with 25 HP. No big deal, right? 12 turns or fewer. Oh, and we have to make it from there. Okay. Prototype Alpha. This is a card that I am not familiar with. Alright, what do we got here? Area attack and the unit gains +1 attack permanently, presumably, if it's a prototype. Draw 3 cards. Unit gains 1 random positive effect. Well, it feels like you want to throw your theory craft down really early, right? Just get a buff from it every turn. And then... I do love to do what Nintendo don't. Oh gosh, I just realized. We're not going to be able to get out of the center lane. So, in the campaign, the drill will shoot out and just do horrible damage to everything in the center lane. But there are holes where you can get out to the sides, and you end up like weaving across. Apparently that is not quite how it's going to work here. Well, let's go ahead and get our bonus move. And then, jeez, how much do you hit for? It's like a lot, right? Yeah, kind of. I feel like I am going to suffer badly. I mean, we gotta move. I don't think we can not move. Just throw a punch and end turn. I'm very much worried about, yeah, this stuff. So, is the case that we have to avoid taking damage from that enemy? It may be that we have to have the HP to survive this hit. That said, okay, we do have options. Permanently buffs a random stat each turn, and also regaining 1 armor each turn. Can I get... I could, in theory, get to a space where this thing just can't hit us. I have 4 speed, so we have 1 move, +1, 2, +1, 2 off of sweet move. And then we just have to Yeah, we have to resist or something. Okay. So let's take our sweet moves. We simply flee. And I'd really like to be able to play Thorns, but I do not think that is a good idea. So I'd rather use the Firewall so we don't go to 1 HP here. I guess let's see how much damage this does. Oh, all of it. Okay. These are ranged enemies, so if we ever spent a turn too close to the wall, we would suffer for it. How much? 2 damage? Okay. Interesting. So we could afford to take 2 damage. I could just stop here for the turn and not let whatever that is spawn. But also, the drill's gonna fire every turn, probably. I think we should just approach as fast as possible, or every couple of turns. The drill may deal with the enemies for us, is my point. Take this! We did it! Alright, we're definitely gonna bootleg here. Okay, Reap flips to move and then flips back to Reap, of course. Attack an enemy. These are such interesting cards. I'm going to play Total Chaos. We're going to play Reap to add an attack. So that's just a big move. I was really hoping to draw something that would do damage. I mean, just gaining a point of armor is not bad. I guess. I didn't think that's the best thing we could do. Oh, sorry. We had an attack right here. I was thinking that for some reason I was just like, well, you gotta wait until this is gonna actually kill him. But no, you don't gotta do that. You do not have got to do that at all, in fact. Oh, right. I wasn't thinking about this. Yeah, I am actually gonna suffer damage from these things the whole time I'm attacking the boss. Can't get to me on the next turn. Well, I think obviously we want to do that. Let's have a bright idea. This will be an attack if we move, if we spend the thing. There's a lot of stuff in our deck. How much of it is what we need? 1,000 cuts would be pretty okay. The answer is very little. There's not a lot of reason to draw more cards right now, I think. I think what we want to do probably... And in particular, what I'm really leery of is drawing Invincible or Second Chance on a turn when we don't need it. I don't think we're going to win this turn either way. So what I'm going to do is move to here, Reap, and then sadly we can't do it again, but we can play So again, so next time we draw it, it is in attack form. That said, I don't see how we don't just win next turn. Right? We can just throw a punch for free, and that should be sufficient. We'll see. Maybe there's some kind of shenanigans. Turns out to be a second phase to the fight or something. Nope. Okay, that was actually it. It's an interesting challenge. Ooh. Huh. Unit regains their free attack instead of attack. I guess that's really interesting. Because that's going to mean that you can use it in situations where you couldn't necessarily attack, or you want to have the attack available for later in the turn, such as when you are burning cards out of your hand before playing Sweet Move, which is kind of neat. But it also means it's, you can't, you don't benefit from throwing it down on a unit until you've managed to spend their normal attack. That's an interesting card. I don't know if that's better than just free perform an attack. Defeat all these Felixes. The stage is called Final Felix, but it sounds like it should be Final Felix, plural. Final more than one Felix. I can't help but notice there's already all these Felixes. Felices? Okay. We have 6 of them. And limited... Oh, okay. Alright. We have 1 unlimited spawn location, which means we have unlimited spawns. Okay, we do have some growth formula here. I'm going to burn one of our move cards immediately. Not very good. Alright. Do you naturally... Okay, for some reason I can't even right-click on you right now. Do you naturally have... No, you do not naturally have slime attack. So, we want to open with a slosh here. Then we're gonna dramatic dash. Yeah. Dramatic dash out of the way. So that you can make it through. And finish the job. Huzzah! Alright. 1 down, 5 to go. So double bridges, you get these buttons off in the corners. There are going to be a lot of spawns. Okay, you just have a big ranged attack. Same deal with you. Y'all with the spears have line attack. And then this Felix is gonna shockwave. He's gonna do an area thing every turn. We just gotta keep an eye out for it. It looks like that. It's not very difficult to predict. Oh, interesting. Interesting that they don't make any moves on you. All right, so what we would love to do, if possible, is take control of this side and see if we can stop that spawn from happening. This one, I don't think we can get to in time. I probably want to play the artillery slime for free. Get us Eco Terror. Really bummed out that growth formula was in the last part of our deck. That sucks. Actually, extra super huge. We are just not going to be able to kill this thing. And we're going to put ourselves... If we can't kill it, I'm putting myself in a position to take damage from both of them. I guess the plan could be to volatile slime it. Or to plan exit with this guy. Plan X destroys everything for 2 tiles in every direction, so these things are not standing close enough for me to bring them down that way. Let me think here. Do I have to do that? We could do 2 damage plus slime attack damage by more powering one of these things to get a slosh. I think I actually do have to use the Plan X if I want that thing dead this turn. Which is fine, I guess. Yeah. So, if that's the plan, you can get that done with this move. Volatile Slime. Oh, wait. Did I misread how that card works? I thought it did... Oh, it does 99 self-damage. It does normal attack damage to the... Reading cards is good and fundamental. So this space is safe. Let's all just kind of get over here. Yeah. I feel a mite foolish. Okay, they're both coming for us. That said, we did know approximately what we were going to draw this turn, and that does give me some thoughts. Mad Science Plus is definitely interesting. All right, right now we can do 1,000 cuts for 6 cuts. I mean, we can get some stuff done for sure. You have slime attacks naturally. All right. I'm going to dramatic dash you up to here. Slime attack that nerd. And then take our cuts. Yeah. We actually want the queen to take the real attacks here. So this is just going to kill you straight up. And then at this point we sweet move. And I might be mad sciencing myself all the way through the volatile slime here. We're already not going to get all of the sweet moves, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, yeah. We'll get enough to do the block. Because she has 3 speeds, so sweet move is 1, 2, 3 performs the block. 4 puts artillery slime in range of this guy, and we just spend the rest of our cuts. I think I like that. The thing is, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I think I'm gonna do it this way. Yeah. All right, let's Mad Science you for a card. That's actually really interesting. Gosh, that is really interesting. But then I want to Matter Science you to gain that energy. So now we have enough movement off of Menacing Move to put her back in position for this. Slosh costs 1. Thing is, the efficient way to do this, right, is just to have you perform a cut on this guy to get him with slime attack, so that we're getting better damage out of the cuts. There we go. Okay. Then I have to do the menacing moves, right? Yeah. Menacing move plus dramatic dash for the block. As much as I wanted to growth formula the combat slime, and I intentionally didn't play Total Chaos there because I just didn't want to fill our hand. Probably just go ahead and play the combat slime though, rather than like holding it. Listen, we're gonna be growth formulating a lot of cards over the course of this map, I'm sure. I don't think we're going to park on this spawn necessarily, but we definitely turn this off for 1 turn and then go hit the button. Not a very fun turn worth of cards. Okay. You don't have to stop on the button, you just have to pass over it. Get rid of you. And then, honestly, maybe I do just move the queen back here. We have to figure this out, though. think I don't want to use the queen for that block. I think what I want to do is use this guy for that block, because he's the only one of us that doesn't have slime attack on his normal attack. I think that's the sort of the smallest loss. So you block this. And we got to get the queen into a position where she can be used for murder again. She is far too valuable to the team not to do that. I kind of need you to free that space up as well. Okay. So this fight did actually have 2 phases in the story, but also I don't know what to expect here. It may be the case that when we drop this guy to 0, assuming we were killing him last, it actually does end the mission, but I don't feel confident that that's what will happen. So I do think like move is just kind of a bad card for us because we will always have dramatic dash, which means that it's always worth better decisions, playing better decisions on it, right? In this case, it doesn't get us anything cool right away, but like it is worthwhile to get rid of these. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, Eco Terror is not a bad card, certainly. So you have 5 HP. Okay. The real question is, can we get the combat slime close enough to this guy to be able to play the other combat slime, land this attack, get the slime debuff up on him? It wouldn't matter. It still wouldn't be enough damage. Alright, we'll put the queen in a position of safety here. As well be as close as possible. And then you are also to get over here. Do we want to play the other combat slime, or do I want to keep stuff for increasing the power of stuff for growth formula? I think I'm just gonna play him. Do have to be kind of cautious here. All right, there we go. We're doing aggression. Aggression is occurring. Oh, I didn't realize that would kill enemies. That's cool. I'm very much a fan of that. So this thing's not going to spit out an enemy this turn. We probably do want to spend the resources to have the volatile slime run down here. Also, slosh on you. Really appreciate just running right over. That was foolishness. I should have played Total Chaos first, because this is absolutely a turn where we want to do a bunch of actual fighting. Only have 3 speed. Why do you only have 3 speed? It's actually really inconvenient. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I want to do this, right? Hey, look, it's a growth formula. Cheap stockpile's pretty good. More efficient matter science is also pretty good. But I think actually I need to... So I'm assuming that if I growth formula dramatic dash, that the copy of it we lose this turn is the one that would be upgraded, and when we get it next turn, it won't be upgraded. And the thing is, I kind of need to make sure that I commit enough here, right? If I want to get this block. It would be nice to test whether that actually works that way, but I don't think that was a good turn for testing. Yep, you two get to hit the queen. Congratulations. I'm sure your mom's proud of you. These rocket enemies are really annoying, and they do a ton of damage, so we do have to be careful. Alright, we can probably... You just do enough damage. Let's just eat that dude. I think it's okay to just play 1,000 cuts. Well, I guess we're gonna end up with we're gonna end up losing a cut. Okay. So we can get some decent murdering in. Alright, so we have access to the apparently final Felix. We'll see if that actually turns out to be the case. I want to leave this in sweet move mode, I think. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Alright, excellent blocking. Excellent stuff. Now, I don't know if he's going to come out after us or if we're going to have to go after him. When I did this level in the story, I did it with a flying unit. And so I had already been harassing him a little bit over the mountains. And so when I extended the bridge, he got really aggro, but that doesn't feel like it means anything in that situation, right? Let's not put up with you. Let's... Better decisions this move. Kind of unimpressive, honestly. I'm gonna spend like a ton of energy covering up this spawner. Yeah, what the hell? I'll slosh him. We don't need to be back on that this turn. Okay, so we've got control of 2 of the most frequent spawners. We just need to actually incur a little bit. And these 2 spawners back here, there's not really anything we can do. They're just gonna keep doing that thing. Okay. So I would say that what we're probably going to have to do here is just run up there, let him have it once, and then, yeah. Okay, so we still have 5 units on the table. So I think I want to play the Eco Terror to reposition first. Sweet move, and we spend an awful lot of the sweet moves. Most of them are going to be spent to do nothing. We're going to get a lot of damage out here, which is cool. But yeah, let's see here. Oh, actually, We do have some utility for some of these. These things are threatening to spawn enemies on us. Okay, and we want to maintain 1 for stepping back. So we are going to get 1 less than our technical allowed complement of cuts here. And I'd really like to have been able to do this with a slosh first, but... Oh, that's not how that works. There we go. This is going to be enough, right? See, that's another 15, then we still have our free attack. Yeah, actually. Well, potentially. We'll see. There may be more to the fight. The thing about 1,000 cuts is that it is wildly overpowered. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's kind of what I was figuring. Surprise! Wait, who are you? The name's Alex, and your threats are weak. Yeah, like we would be impressed by simple duplication. Let's put this guy away once and for all. Yeah, I would love to do that. I've not really left myself the ability to put anybody away once and for all. In fact, I'm in gravish danger. Medium to grave danger. So your attack is melee only. 1, 2, 3. So you can make it to here. I need to step like 2 spaces away to be safe. Well, I left myself the room. The queen's in like a dire shape though. We gotta do something very serious on this next turn. I was not expecting one to spawn right at the mouth of the... Yeah, that's rough. Ow! Yep, there goes my whole army. This is actually like really grim. There's no space that's going to be safe from his attack. So literally the only way I can get through now is by killing him. Alright, I'm going to growth formula Mattis Science. Do a point of self-damage. Do a little bit of mad success. Okay. And then I think I'm going to mad science here. Sweet move is not quite good enough. Well, you know, it is if I matter science. Because we'll have enough for the cuts. And I'll be able to chop my way out of here. We'll have to spend some cards. I have to be very careful about the precise plays there. And one of these two has to die, which means I let a spawn occur, which I don't love. Probably you, because I want splashes more. Yeah, all right. I think we need the 2 energy. Okay, so we play sweet move, which doesn't give us all that many sweet moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, I don't have to play anything else. We can just go to the cuts here. All right, so the good news is we still have a ton of HP. Or a ton of attack power. Okay. So now we can step to here and also kill you. Whew. All right. That is survival. And there's no way for me to generate energy. I can't hit you anyway. Never mind. Well, actually, can I? I could make it to here. I'm just thinking if we could draw a 0 cost combat slime, we might still be able to block this spawn. So this would cost me 3 of the 0 cost movement cards that are in my hand right now. But the good news is I have 4 of them. All right, fingers crossed. That is not what I was hoping for. All right, well then I just used the dramatic dash to start the process of getting back out of the corner here. All right. We survive, again, thanks to 1,000 cuts being absolutely bananas. All right, they're feeling aggressive. No growth serum. That's a shame. All right, well. That wasn't so bad. I was worried that was going to, because of the long timer, I was worried it was going to be a considerably more frightening enemy. Actually, let me dramatic dash you off of there. We'll play the other combat slime. Just get as many slimes on the table as possible, and then start our movement. Okay, I do need dramatic dash, but I think we can actually hit this guy this turn. Yeah, Ecoterra gives me just enough distance, and it would leave me with the ability to slosh 3 times. We can absolutely kill him. I definitely can't kill you, but I can get back in that direction. Let's just free up the reusable spawn space. Okay, I have a very good feeling about this. I was worried. I was for sure worried for a minute there. And if there turns out to be a phase 3 to the fight, well then, I suppose we are in honestly not a bad position for like adapting to whatever that might be. Okay, no multi-attack for me, but that's fine. What we really need most is to just apply slime attacks. That sufficient? Okay, cool. Yeah, we got there. All right, so these prototype cards. I had seen one of these before in one of the extra levels. I think I'm probably supposed to have access to this prototype deck already, which is to say that it maybe is earned somewhere else, maybe in the challenge levels area. That might be a thing worth looking into. Or maybe you get it from the first, yes, brainstorming in the basement. That does seem like it would be the thing, doesn't it? All right, we're going to call it here for today. That's almost all of the new levels. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to figure out that puzzle level off camera. But when you come back next time, I think my main focus is going to be, let's get the prototype cards, figure out how those work. And then we'll probably take a peek in on some of the challenge levels and stuff. So yeah, I'm having a great time with this. I hope y'all are having as good a time watching, and also some of you playing, because I'm sure this was compelling enough for at least a few people to buy. And when you come back next time, we'll do all that stuff I just said, because I did the outro already, and I'm gonna stop doing it over. Thanks for sticking with me, and we'll see you then.